They'll start on the ground here with Nwangu. And he's got some space here. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Got a man that's caught at the 6-yard line. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, first and goal. They'll look to run with Nwangu. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Kene Nwangu, his second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Vikings need just 3 plays to go down and take the early lead. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Taken at the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And here come the Saints for their opening drive. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
And I'll bet he's talking to his guys about resisting the temptation to try and turn this into an up-and-down game. Almost like basketball, where both teams press, and one team gets an advantage. Our team's trying to run with them, and they're just not equipped for it. Doesn't matter whether you're equipped or not. Just settle in, get calm before you go for the big strikes.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Again, it's Kamara. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. This defense for the Vikings, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game, and I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one, but 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen.
Here comes the Saints punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. And some room to maneuver. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. So that play much needed there as they're all the way up near the 40 for a 1st and 10. He'll buy some time right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. He's got a man complete. Touchdown, Vikings. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Vikings are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And it's now 14-0. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Alvin Kamara and the Saints set to start their next drive. Last week, a strong showing, up over 100, also 2 trips to the end zone.
It's the kind of week that if you said, listen, I'll let you have this type of a game each and every week, you'd sign up for it. You wouldn't try and get too greedy. But let's face it, good runners always want to be a little bit more greedy at the end, try and squeeze out every last yard. He's going to try and duplicate that and exceed it in this game.
On second down, Kamara. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 7 yards there and a first down. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. He'll drop to throw. Open here, Adam Thielen. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Looking to throw. Looking for Thielen, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Paulson Adebo. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Charles, it is pretty rare that we see a team build this kind of lead in the opening quarter. And, man, they seem to be clicking on all 3 phases right there. The defense doing its part with a pick 6.
And it's absolutely been the definition of a start that you would pick for yourself and for your team, right? And I have a feeling that they just want to stay in this zone. What's truly incredible about this start is they can add on a couple more scores. This one could legitimately be over in the second quarter.
Taking it about the 1 and able to get this out to the 25. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse if this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Open man as Thielen is complete. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. Complete. Smith has it. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. 21-0 our score after 1. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Kamara up the middle. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. He'll get this complete to Jalen Reagor. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. The Saints on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. A 10th carry for Kamara. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
3rd and 2, right? So this is a situation where low man has got to win at the line of scrimmage. But it's not just the low man winning. It's the low man who's winning with some force. And they had that to pick up the first down.
Barely picking it up, but they did. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. His throw incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
He'll let this go for the end zone. And, oh, that would get a wind up incomplete. Nearly an interception in the end zone. Probably should have been. 3rd down coming up. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Open man is Michael Thomas. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 23. They'll look to throw again. He's got Thomas yet again complete. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. From the 17, here's 2nd and 4. Back to throw again. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Going for it all. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. So on 4th down, on comes Saints kicker Will Lutz. This from 42 yards out. The kick by Lutz is good. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. So that kick gives them their first points of the game, CD, and it comes on the 3rd drive, but hopefully for them that's a spark that gets that offense going.
Yeah, and I would say if you're the offensive play caller, as you look at your sheet, you're trying to find that part on there that unlocks bigger points. They've struggled with a few drives so far, finally got 3 out of it. How do you find the end zone? That's what he's searching for now.
They go play action here on 1st down. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again, 2nd and 10 from the 25. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. Touchdown, Vikings. A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are able to widen their lead here in this 1st half. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And the route is on here in this 1st half. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. This fielded right at the goal line. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. So already not the best of kick returns there, but that penalty, that adds insult to injury and backs him up even closer to the goal line.
Yeah, not ideal field position to begin a drive, is it? Because the extra pressure now goes on the offense. They've got to get some early yards and get away from the shadow of their own goalposts. What every offense wants to do in this situation, get 2 1st downs to help out with field position at the least.
A give. This is Kamara. And he's able to get up here to the 26. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. They'll set up a throw. Open man, it's Rager. He's got it. Finding room at midfield. Loose inside the 30. Touchdown, Saints. Jalen Reagor, 74 yards. And the Saints get a bit closer. Lutz with the extra point. And the lead is down to 28-10. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And the drive was polished off on the touchdown catch by Jalen Reagor. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone.
Well, not exactly a banner return, so he doesn't give his offense a whole lot of room to work with. They've got to go a long way now to try and score some points. I do know this from experience. There will be a few comments muttered his way by the offense as they head out on the field.
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. Flushed out right. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. Boy, a big play right there. I mean, a touchdown on this drive could have really put some separation on the scoreboard. Instead, it's the defense who scores. And, partner, we got a game again.
And we do have one because of what you just described. A defense that understood what was going on in this game and did something about it. They knew their offense needed some help. They just provided it. They're back in this one.
Taken at the goal line. Now the Vikings offense gets set to take over here. A bit more of a somber tone here as they take the field after throwing that pick six. But, Charles, the bottom line is they still have the lead. They're still in the driver's seat.
You're right about that, and let's face it, when you throw a pick six, it's demoralizing. But when you look up at the scoreboard and realize you still have the lead, you kind of put that wry smile on your face and say, okay, let's just shake it off and start over again.
Steps away to his left. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. On play action, they'll throw. They'll roll him out right. Got an open man. It's Olave. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He completes it to Olave. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. They go right back to him for 20 and a first.
Time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, be able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Alontae Taylor. And the Saints are going to get it back here just past the 35. Maybe he telegraphed it a little bit right there. You've got a cornerback knowing that he's going against a rookie quarterback. He stepped in and picked him.
You think he had a great week of preparation, looking forward to this opportunity? And the second part of that is, when you're a young quarterback, you are going to stare down targets, but oftentimes your playbook hasn't expanded to give you full field reads as well. Makes it a little bit tougher for him.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. They begin on the ground with Kamara. A nice little juke. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 44 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. He's got Smith here. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the 1st down.
And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Working with 2nd and 5 now. They'll set up to throw. On the slant, complete to Michael Thomas. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 13-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. They'll look to throw here. Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. The kick by Lutz is good, and that'll make this an 8-point game. Well, still some climbing left to do to get back to even, but forcing a turnover and getting the field goal there, that's a small step toward erasing the early deficit.
Absolutely. That interception field goal, that's the beginning of what they hope will be several steps towards erasing that deficit and building a lead of their own by the time this game is over.
The Vikings going to take over now late in this first half. And with an 8-point lead, probably not too much of an impetus to try and do too much here. Eluding the pressure right. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Back to throw here. Olave holds it in. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. He's going to rifle one deep left side. He's got a man complete. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Straight ahead, here's Nwangu. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the 2nd quarter. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Kene Nwangu in the final seconds of the first half. And the Vikings will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And the lead is up to 15 now. So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. This taken in at the goal line. So we've reached half. No break needed. Let's get back to it. Week 3, here we go with quarter 3. The Saints going to go on offense first, and they trail here as we begin quarter number 3. And we will not see a return to start the half as this will be a touchback. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the 3rd quarter. By no means certainly are they out of this contest. Two-score game start of the third quarter, but you feel like if they don't get points and then they give up points, then it can become a slippery slope. This feels like an important possession.
Yeah, that slope becomes even more slick if you come away empty-handed on this drive, because then you give them a chance to extend their lead. You need some kind of points here, even if it's just a field goal. It's what I call one of those calming drives. Try and slow things down a little bit.
And how about the quick feet there as he made a man miss on his way to a solid gain of 7. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Back to throw. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 42. Now a handoff. Here's Kamara. Dropped at the 35, but he was able to display the agility there. From the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4. Now back to throw. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. The safety blitz staged to perfection that time as they sack him for a loss of 6. He'll look to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on 3rd down. Here comes the Saints punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. So here are the Vikings to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. Flush to his right. Throwing out right here, caught by Olave. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. On the move past the 40. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Back to throw now on 1st down. Being chased out left. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They'll get this to Nwangu. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Another good completion on the drive as the Vikings have a 1st down. Up the middle, Nwangu. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. He'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the 1st.
Let's go. 50, green. Sharp. 17, 6, mega. Ready, go.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Chris Olave from 6 yards away. And the Vikings have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down. Had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Here comes the Saints punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He had his sights on the end zone, no doubt, but is brought down after a huge return there. And this offense is going to be set up with a 1st and 10 inside the 15. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Forced out to his left. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. Glad to have you with us from Minneapolis. 3rd quarter here, 2nd and 10. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Flushed out right. And complete right side to Cook. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. On the move to his left. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, no surprise there. He was looking for one of his favorite targets again as soon as he left the pocket. But the coverage was good downfield. They got right to the receiver and helped prevent that completion.
Rolling to his right. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. That is knocked away and incomplete, but a penalty flag. In the backfield, this might be a roughing call. So a roughing the passer penalty there, CD.
And we know that these pass rushers love to get after rookie quarterbacks, but they've still got to do it within the scope of the rules. And that time, the hit came just a little bit too late. And the official won't even think twice about pulling his flag on that one.
This is caught. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great effort there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. As his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. He'll drop to throw. They'll get this out to Kamara. And he is going to have a Saints first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6. Looking to throw. Over the middle into the hands of Michael Thomas. And they'll work this down inside the 30. Second and 1. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 18. A man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Kamara again. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. That's complete to Troutman, right side. Touchdown! Adam Troutman from 10 yards out. And the Saints get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Lutz good on the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down now to 22. So a nice drive put together there. They go 75 yards in 9 plays. And it all culminates in a Saints touchdown. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Minnesota now ready for their next possession. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard. But they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives. And I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would have, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out with this one. But the way this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Throws right side, and that's complete. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. So in Saints territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 30-yard line. And this is caught at the 8. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. They'll run with Cook, and they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal. They'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Eluding the pressure right. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
He didn't like what he saw downfield, decided his best course of action was to take off and run. And that ended up being a gamble that did not pay off for him. Now they would have to gamble again if they want to keep this series going.
And he's going to score. It's a Viking touchdown. Kene Nwangu, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Vikings are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and now 2 yards to go on third down. They're going to look to throw. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And he is going to have a Saints first down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2. They'll look to throw again. And Thomas has it. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Back to throw again. That'll be caught. It's Rager. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
But we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants his lead to stay right where it is.
Second and 3. Smith brings it in, going across the middle. And the Saints are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line. They'll set up a throw. And it's complete right back in the hands of Smith. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. It's caught on the right side at Smith. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And that'll bring up a 3rd down and goal. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. Lutz will look to add the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down to 22. So the drive goes 75 yards, 10 plays. So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. And the Vikings able to recover. The hands team does its job. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete. Fair to say the secondary play, whichever side you're on, hasn't really been a glowing exhibition so far, but a nice job there to prevent a long completion.
I agree with you, but at some point, someone had to make a play and try and stop this exhibition of almost speed racing that we've been watching, huh?
Yeah, it has been quarterback and receiver dominated. And they're going to speed things up here. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. A great play there. 29 yards. And the Vikings are closing in on a 3rd straight victory to start the campaign. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it's polished off by a Viking score. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game in this sequence here. Maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try and prepare going forward.
Second and 5. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So call off the pick six.
Everything looked right. It looked like it was in their favor. Returned it for a touchdown, as you just described. But instead, the penalty for interference nullifies everything.
Lets it fly for Thielen. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down. One final shot. They'll look to throw. He'll fire it deep for Rager. And that will be incomplete, as time has run out on this football.